Welcome to my channel. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Paul Heyman has yet to show his presence on SmackDown after Roman's powerful comeback. Reigns, the original tribal chief, stunned, many returning at SummerSlam, but also quickly handled by single COO. 2 weeks worth of fresh bloodlines all. This descended in the wise men absence, but maybe that is due to is generating preparations, and these accompanying ones may include him applying a 5-time activist to persuade Jey Uso to get together, using his relative as the 5-time champion. Here in issue is Rhea Ripley was not clear after yesterday night's Raw's episode. The Activator and the primary event have a strong link right now. If it is just platonic or romantic, yet to be seen. Still, the link remains. Paul Heyman might then use this to his advantage in planning to provide Roman Reigns all the firepower required for refute the new blood lineage. Paul Heyman is nothing if not wordsmith times and over again. He has escaped using his eloquence from adhesive scenario. Keeping that in mind, he may attempt and talk to Rhea Ripley and discuss her lately problems with her prior relatives. The Judgment Day draws parallels, considering her circumstances and Jey Uso's personal. Considering his pedigree, he may persuade him to assist in organizing events. His relatives, given Rhea Ripley isn't one to fall for such things, come naturally. Yet it may simply effort that, put otherwise, is nothing greater than. Only time will reveal how conjecture shapes things. Elements open. Paul Heyman promises to come back. Comes to TV when he can contribute to Roman. Since Roman Reigns established his return, viewers had been waiting for him to stroll in with the wise guys. Paul Heyman by his side, sadly, in the two appearances Reigns created in line with SummerSlam. Heyman was nowhere to sight. So soon will he be back in good health? Hall of Famer addressed the same question myself, but recently among the key visitors. Fans fest nice. Heyman responded to count of questions, several of which have to with his tribe. Still, when questioned about his own return, the 58-year-old produced one item. Clean. He will only come back when he can really assist Roman Reigns, not just rides his coattails into achievement and glory. Heyman coming back side by side, using Reigns is unavoidable, but as he said, would be better for the original as well as for him. Tribe chief, should he go back when he can't be of use today? So it is simply a question of where and when. One may sense the tension in the room. Paul Heyman sat behind his desk, fingers steepled profoundly in contemplation. The best brains and fighters understood that to be under Paul Heyman's direction meant you either were about to be raised to a lady into a trap, but new heights or lot. This time it was not just a job on the line, it represented the bloodline's future. The most powerful group in WWE past. Jey Uso, the major event, had left behind from his cousin Roman Reigns. Years after, of torture and control, it was cataclysmic incident that had rocked the very base of the bloodline. The concept of Jey coming back seemed unattainable until Heyman could discover the correct leverage. Heyman requires masterstroke, a weapon meant to make Jey Uso thought about all he had believed in. The solution came to him in the shape of a 5-time champion wrestler with varied background, not only appreciated by his colleagues, but also had a rich past with both Roman and Uso. This dude was none other than Seth. The name Rollins, the visionary Seth, trembles down the spines of those who underpaid him. The pitch Rollins as the catalyst. Heyman didn't waste any time. He spoke with Rollins, outlining his vision. The visionary was curious. He understood the power relations within the deep-seated and the bloodline anger Jey harbored for Roman, but he also know what Heyman accomplished as well. Deep Jey Uso yearned for respect, thanks, and above all, family. Rollins had been a friend as well as an ally, an enemy of Roman Reigns, and related trials had been renowned, but Rollins also had a past, with Uso going back to their days, contesting the tag team championships. Visionary knew Jey's challenges, the sense of being overshadowed, and the must get free, but Rollins had gained the skills to negotiate those waters, carving out of a heritage apart from his past. Protection. Brothers, this Heyman said, made him the ideal person Jey Rollins should consult. Wasn't just going to persuade Jey to return to the lineage he intended to show him a road toward a fresh kind of respect. A road Jey may walk as Roman's equal, not his subordinate, he calculated. Arrived for the conference scheduled at secret, hidden far from the curious hands of the WWE planet. The site was a poorly lit room that seemed more like a battleground than a negotiating table. Jey Uso peered carefully into his eyes, narrowed as he saw Mon seated coolly. Standing beside him is Seth Rollins. Jey Rollins started off, his voice low, measured. I know what you're thinking. You're finished using the bloodline, done using Roman. But suppose I told you that walking away isn't the solution Jey's looking for. Expressiveness became rigid. I am tired of plenty of acting as Roman's puppet. I am my own man today, and I have no need of any of you informing me. Rollins nodded in comprehension of the flames under Jey's words. You are correct. Are your own man, and for this very reason, you must return, but not exactly as Roman's lackey, as his equal. High always, the strategist responded. Jey reflect about it. Roman values authority, strength. What if you might return on your terms with Seth's help, not as someone under Roman, yet as someone next to him? Jey, how and why would Roman ever consent to? Rollins grinned, a cheeky smile that conveyed of many conflicts, both won and lost. Therefore, I'll teach him Roman knowledge I am capable of. If he want to retain his empire whole, he will listen. Yet he won't just pay attention to me, he will also listen to you, Jey, because you will be able to demand it. The psychological foundation of the offer. Rollins was not just performing on Jey's need for respect, he was appealing to a concept deeper still. In spite of all the suffering, still manipulation, the bloodline was still Jey's family. Left Roman walking away, supposed to be leaving everything he had realized everything he had battled for. Rollins provided a means of return, but not a path. As a vanquished soldier, Jack may go back. As a man standing as a conquering hero, though, up to Roman and won his respect. Mon realized this was the only card still usable. Roman's mounting dread was accompanied by the if the bloodline had fissures, they were expanding it. Jey may be pulled back into line. It would not just steady the faction, yet might usher in a new age. A period of time when the bloodline deviated from Roman's empire, but also Jey's opportunity of success. The chances Jey would take the offer were dubious. On one hand, the beauty of at last earning the respect he deserved was strong. On one side, the other was wounds Roman had inflicted on him flow shallow. Yet Mon and Rollins both that Jey was not motivated alone. Anger drove him from a need to prove himself to the world, demonstrating his exceeded simply. Roman's lackey Rollins always had been a skilled manipulator, and Heyman's record spoke for itself. Together they constituted a strong squad. If someone could persuade Jey to come back, it was them, but assurances were absent. In this game, both of them knew it. Jey's ultimate choice would rely on one factor: what he felt going back to. The lineage at last may provide him the one thing he had always yearned for. Thanks on his own terms.